Right. Get in there. Get in long with a bunch of dudes.
Hello everyone, my name is Nina and I will be your show host for today. Today we will be talking about how Andrew Tate striked again. He actually has another fascinating story behind him, and I cannot believe I'll be telling you all of this. So without any further ado, if you like my content, please subscribe, like this video, it would mean a lot. Okay, let's begin. YouTube is still pulling millions of ad revenue dollars from Andrew's videos. New research has found dehumanizing woman-hating content that encourages violence has no place in YouTube, the social media platform most used by children, says campaigner. The Center for Countering Digital Hate, CCDH, unearthed 47 videos of the former kickboxer pushing what it described as extreme misogyny, with 9 of these clips identified as including paid advertisements from Vans footwear, Schwarzkopf hair products, and even Google ad services, amongst others. It comes as Meta banned the 35-year-old who is a self-avowed success coach from Facebook and Instagram on Friday for infringing its rules. Now, this is quite fascinating because I feel like Andrew, the certified Instagram boy, as he says, is now banned from Instagram. I'm quite curious as to what his next move could possibly be. You guys let me know in the comments, what do you actually think he could do next and what platform he could go on next. Could it be something like Parler, because creators like Awaken with JP have been known to go to Parler, and I find that they wouldn't think as horribly of his misogyny as possibly YouTube or Instagram would. And if I haven't said it already, please proceed with caution. If Tate allegations, tend to trigger something that has happened in your life, or if you just find all this misogyny and all these accusations of assault in any way uncomfortable. Researchers identified ads on videos where Mr. Tate refers to a partner who accused him of assault as dumb hoe, with this clip gaining 12.8 million views. The report also unearthed ads on videos where Mr. Tate discusses fighting women, saying, "Grip her up by the neck" in a video, which has been viewed 1.6 million times, as well as referring to putting his imprint on 18 to 19-year-old girls in footage which has accumulated 8.4 million views, while another video where he states being a man means being territorial of women has been viewed 3.3 million times. I genuinely have no words for this. 3 YouTube channels which feature ads and reshare footage of Mr. Tate have accumulated up to £3.4 million in annual ad revenue by gathering 234 million views in total. Approximate Social Blade. Most of you guys who are here know what Social Blade is. Mr. Tate's so-called Hazard University is pushed in almost half of the YouTube videos, the study told. The so-called Hazard University is a private community Mr. Tate runs, which apparently teaches you exactly how to make money. Now, this is a whole other thing, and if you guys want me to dive deep into Hazard University, I absolutely would. There are many allegations and many valid reasons why some people believe this is an MLM, and this is a very fascinating study case. For his own remarks as well, such as, he's not woman-hating, but there's no woman in Hazard University. The chief executive of the CCDH said, obviously, dehumanizing woman-hating content has no place in YouTube. This kind of violence has no place in YouTube because it's so frequently viewed by children. The mainstream brands who are having their ads placed on this content, including ironically Google, will be spitting mad that their brands are being associated with hate and violence. Commenting on the YouTube videos of Mr. Tate, Mr. Ahmed, which is the chief executive of CCDH, also said, "But to learn, you have to be listening. They issue countless press releases torturing their community standards, and yet when asked to back up their words with action, they fall short every single time. Amazing news, violent misogynist Andrew Tate has been removed from Facebook and Instagram, where he had 4 million followers. Twitter removed him this morning. Please sign the Hope Not Hate petition." So these are all the recommendations. Obviously, the former Big Brother star, who has 4.6 million Instagram followers, claims women should shut the freak up. Amazing. Have kids and sit home, be quiet and make coffee. In footage where he talks about feminism, while he argued women should take some responsibility whenever they are abused, essentially. Horrible in 2017. So he was kicked off the Big Brother for very concerning footage of him unfortunately hitting a woman. It's absolutely horrifying. And again, horrible. And he kind of responded to that by saying the behavior was consensual. I should say another content warning if you guys haven't caught the first one. Absolutely horrible. Andrew Tate hashtag has over 13 billion views at this point, which is absolutely and utterly phenomenal. Obviously, as this article from Independent goes to show, a lot of very important, a lot of very influential people are absolutely concerned with this. Including chief executives of organizations who are petitioning for better kind of online safety and security laws, up to regular people like myself, because Mr. Tate is not your average trolling case, and I really am making this video to firmly state that as, clearly as possible, because I find this situation absolutely baffling, and I think Tate should be really examined. Oftentimes with situations like this, I really, personally at least, do tend to think there's no smoke without fire. If there are so many people who are continuing to accuse Tate of this, if there are so many people who are concerned with this, if there are so many journalists investigating this, if there is police trying to figure out what the heck is happening with this, I think we really do need to take a step back and let ourselves think, and let ourselves kind of examine these situations, let ourselves think about these situations, because oftentimes, as I said, there's no smoke without fire. If there are alarm bells, oftentimes there's a reason why they're ringing. I definitely think this is the case with Tate. I think some concerning things could be going on, but even if there are, in some hypothetical, wonderful world, no concerning things about Andrew Tate and no allegations about Andrew Tate, I still think his worldview, his misogyny, his, just horrible behavior towards fellow human beings should be thought about as something that's not okay, should be something that's looked down upon. The way he goes about communicating with other people, specifically communicating with women, is absolutely disgusting. And I think all we can do online is sit and repeat this. I'm hoping not to make sequels to this very deeply. As much as we do have to talk about him, as much as we do have to have these conversations, I'm hoping I don't have to make a sequel in this, because each and every video that is made on him, each and every video that is furthering the information or giving opinions on the information that is already out there, that's giving him clout. And I think Andrew, unfortunately, is one of these all publicity's good publicity guys. So again, we should talk about him. Absolutely. We should talk about him. We should think about him. But I also think that we should not give him more clout than he needs. We shouldn't give him more clout than we need to. We shouldn't give him more attention than he needs to have, or than we need to give in order to further our message and to explain what could potentially be going wrong. So again, please take all of this as simply my opinion. It may not be the conclusion to this whole saga, but I do find the fact that this man currently is off of Facebook, is off of Instagram, and is off of Twitter incredibly concerning. You know, what's going to happen to his YouTube channel? Is that going to go down soon? I'm not saying it will. I'm not saying it won't. But nobody's saying it won't be an option. This is a very problematic man. This is a man who clearly needs examination. This is a man who's been more than talked about and that people have given opinions on. I don't know. People have given so many opinions on him that at this point I feel a bit weirded out trying to do something that hasn't been done before, because that's clearly impossible at this point. As always, I'm linking some useful videos as well as his book in the description. It's a journey and a half. That's around it. Thank you guys for watching, and see you next time.